Welcome to Art and Life. I'm in the studio of one of Australia's leading glassmakers. He has been at the forefront of both technical and creative development since the 1970s. He shared that passion with many students, and he exhibits across Europe, United States and Japan. Welcome, Nick Mount.
Thanks very much.
Nick, my question to you is, what's your thinking on art in your life?
Right, big question, and it comes in a lot of different, there are a lot of different answers depending on where I am and who I'm talking to, I guess. Because for me, I think of myself as a craftsperson, and I enjoy being a craftsperson. And I enjoy more than anything else working day to day on my craft, on handwork. And the product of that is open to interpretation. Whoever sees it can call it art or craft, or they can call it decorative arts or design or interior design or lighting or whatever they want to call it. But as I work as a craftsperson, and I feel that the most important thing for me is my identity through my hand skills, knowledge of material, understanding of process, and the relationships that people build with themselves and their family and community through their craft. And so, you know, art is a thing that obviously we're involved in because a lot of the times we sell our product in art galleries, and people regard it as art and people talk about it in those sorts of terms. And for me, it's important to be seen in some circles as an artist, because that's the product, that's the object that I sell as an object of art. But in the making of it, in the studio, in my life, in the way that I think about myself, I am a craftsperson, and I enjoy being a craftsperson more than anything else. I'm not. The reason I am a craftsperson is because I can't be anything else. I did try to have a job one time. It didn't turn out too well. I wasn't very good at school academically, and I went into art school immediately after leaving high school, and that's what I've been doing ever since. Pauline and myself have had this business ever since we left art school, and so we regard it as a business because we've got to earn a living. And it's sensible, I think, for us to think of ourselves as small business people, and everything we do in our lives, our garden, our children, our grandchildren, our walking, our travelling, our working the glass, our working the hot glass or the cold glass, or working other materials. Everything that we do is part of our lives as productive people, and the product is whatever it is to other people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So it's possibly, I think of myself as the same as a dentist or a bricklayer, or a painter, or a painter of pictures, or a gardener, or whatever, anybody that has a skill or a set of skills and an understanding of process through which they identify themselves. They feel proud about themselves, they feel that gives them a place in the community, in the culture, in their family. Any of us has a craft that defines us. and I'm not too sure whether any is more important than another, or any has more cultural significance than another. It's just that we are, I'm pretty sure, suited to certain crafts, and we have the opportunity to invest our lives and ourselves in the craft, I think.
And what is your thinking on art in society?
It varies so much. You know, we've been going just since the mid-70s or early 70s, and in our careers, you know, things have changed enormously. It might be fashion, you know, we change with fashion, or that our market changes with the economy. And one of our imperatives is to be aware of it and to be aware of how we can fit in, and how our work does fit in, and we comment on it through the work. Our work now is very much more personal and intimate, and comes from our home, our family, our garden, our heart here, where before it was more outward looking and more sort of bold and confident in a way, where now we're very aware of who we are, how isolated we are, how fortunate and privileged we are here, and at this stage of our lives and our relative exposure to the rest of the art scene. I think all of us have a place, and it's important for us to be aware of it.
Thank you for your insights into art in your life and the broader society.
Anytime.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And thanks for being with us.